This video is for Mark at Eat Carbs. Only because I know it drives him nuts when he goes to a campground and everything is a mess. So I'm going to have to clean up this entire campsite, including the batteries they left here. So Mark, you should be happy. You're not the only one that has to clean up camp before you can camp. I'm out here with Alex Banks and we're doing some bushcrafting stuff. We're at the AEP recreation land, and beautiful area. It's a great day, and we found this spot and we thought, wow, this is great. We've got trees to set up our tarp shelter, and someone was kind enough to leave us all this wood, which is awesome. However, they also left all their trash, and the reason I'm showing this to you is, you know, they left water bottles and batteries and all. They just left a bunch of trash laying around. So we picked it all up, and I left this here because this is kind of how we found it. And I came over here to just throw some smaller twigs down to make our campfire later, and this was actually turned over. And so I picked it up with my bare hands. I noticed it was hot. Well, someone must have just left here this morning, and they left this fire like this. So I flipped the log over, and we were doing another video, and we came back and Alex goes, look, that thing's flaming. So this is a serious problem. For you new guys out there, you have to make sure that this fire is completely snuffed out. If that means you have to make 4 or 5 trips to the water pump to make sure this fire's out, that's what you have to do. The other thing is, if you're close to a water source, just take your dry bag down there and scoop up the water, bring it up here, and you want to completely douse this and make sure that it's not hot to the touch. That's the only way to prevent this from happening. If we weren't here and it was a really dry day, or say in the fall where there's a lot of leaves, and you have leaves that would roll through here and catch fire, it could absolutely set this whole place ablaze. Okay guys, here's another tip on making sure that you have plenty of water to put that fire out with, especially if you do not have access to water to do that. And I use this not just for putting the fire out, but I just use this to put in my coolers anyway. So if you're cooler camping, meaning you've got a cooler, got some nice steaks in there, you're going somewhere where you have access to your vehicle and you can take a cooler. One of the things I recommend is save these jugs, save your milk jugs, your 2-liter bottles. And what I do is I fill those up about 2 nights before I'm going out, and that's what I use to keep the cooler cool, as opposed to just buying bags of ice. And the beauty of that is, one, it's free. You're already paying for your tap water, so you've already paid for this container. Use that. And the other thing is when this is completely frozen, it takes about, at least the cooler I use, takes about 4 days, even right out in the blazing hot sun, for something like this to completely melt. So the night before you're getting, you're going to leave in the morning, take these jugs out of the cooler and just let them thaw out. And then in the morning, now you have 3, 4, 5 gallons of water to safely put those fires out. Make sure, guys, you snuff out your fires 100%. This is Jeff with the Common Sense Camper, camping out.